Why should a landlord come to us as opposed to going to a local authority? There are a number of reasons why. We're a private limited company, so basically we're a small company that takes pride in care in what we do in terms of managing properties. So because we're a small team, a new customer would basically deal with a dedicated property manager on a regular basis. And when they ring us, they will always get somebody who knows their property. We have a property database. We take a set of photos of every new property we take on. We also do a written internal inventory. So that at any point when you as a customer ring us up and say, I'd like to talk to you about X in my flat, we will have an understanding, we will appreciate what exactly you're talking about. When you speak and deal with a local authority, more often than not, they're large organisations where you won't speak to the same person again. They don't understand your property, they don't know your property, and they probably lack interest in your property and simply just doing their job because they're passing and they've picked up a phone. What I also find with local authorities is, having worked in a local authority myself between 1993 and 2000, is that with local authorities they don't inspect properties as a matter of course. They don't have a regime in place to inspect somebody's properties. Their approach generally is to let it and forget it. So they let the property and forget about it. The only time they get involved generally with the property is when, say, the tenant contacts them and says, I have a repair, this is wrong, or this needs repairing. What the local authorities tend to do when they manage properties is basically their first instinct is to contact the landlord and say, this is a repair that needs fixing, please do it. Our approach is somewhat different to that. Because we're carrying out regular bi-monthly property inspections, we would identify what the issue is and then talk to the landlord if it was appropriate. It's not always appropriate to talk to a landlord about a repair or maintenance issue. Why? Because some repair and maintenance issues can be caused by tenants where they cause damage in the property. I'll give you an example. If a family have young children, the children may scribble on the walls. So something like that obviously is not a repair that we can talk to a landlord about because this is something caused by a tenant. Again, sometimes you get electrical sockets which are on the wall, electrical sockets low down on the walls. Tenants can from time to time move furniture, or children bash toys or things into those and they can get cracked and broken. If something like that happens, we would identify that on our property inspection and then arrange to get that repaired at our own cost. We won't be speaking to the landlord about something like that, simply because it's not a reasonable landlord repair and maintenance issue that we could deem as wear and tear. Another point about with the local authorities, because they don't carry out inspections of your properties, they often give misinformation that's already given to them by the tenant. A classic example can be tenants often will contact the landlord or the local authority and say, I have damp in my flat. Whilst some properties may and could have damp, we wouldn't report that to a landlord until we've inspected the property, identified if it's damp, if it's a rising damp issue, if it's water penetration, or if there's an issue with condensation or lifestyle and the way that the tenant's looking after the property. So it's wrong to just basically take an approach whereby a tenant reports something and then just simply report that to the landlord. The approach must be to sort of investigate and establish, is this a repair that is a responsibility of the landlord? If it is, then we talk to the landlord and we arrange and deal with that mutually agreeable way.